Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Tapped Out Auto. How y'all guys doing? We are doing the camera thing today. Yeah. I was realizing what was going on, why I couldn't edit anything off my laptop and everything, and the reason why it's old. It's a Samsung Chromebook, and everything I tried to download, tells me that it's not compatible with that. So no worries, got another laptop coming, that's okay. But today, it is like cold out here. But today I want to figure out exactly how we're going to take this motor out. So, yeah. I'm hoping, because like I say, there's no really videos on YouTube on how to take this motor apart. And well, I mean, it does. It shows it being dropped out, but like I said, it's only like a 5-minute video, and they don't show you anything. So I kind of looked over here and stuff like that and everything, and I think underneath here, I think right here is going to be a plastic piece that I can take off, because I'm going to take all this off anyways. I don't want to break nothing. So I mean, if I have to take a little time and take the front bumper cover off, the headlights, and this plastic piece, if I can do all that and not drop the subframe underneath, yes, I will. But as you can see in my previous videos, I am not scared if I have to drop this engine out the bottom of it. I've actually done it a few times here. And yeah, it's a little extra work. It's a little harder without a lift, and no concrete floor. But mechanic shops around here, they're either too high and not worth a crap, or not worth a crap. I don't know, it seems like that more of the mechanic shops around here is more about, I guess that's pretty much everywhere. They're more about the money anymore than they are to treat the customer right. It's like, I watched a new episode last night of Junkyard Empire. And this guy goes to a dealership. Y'all might have seen the show last night too. Guy goes to a dealership and buys an Audi. People said that the motor is junk. He bought this $20,000 Audi for $3,000 because Audi says that the motor was junk. So he takes it to his mechanic, has his guy look at it, and the only thing it was a PCV canister. Mind you, probably had another $2,500 into that car. But let's say you had $2,500 into parts and labor. I can't see it being that much, but Audi parts are expensive. So I can see, him sinking $2,500 into it. I can't see any more. So, paid $3,000 for the car. $2,500 for parts and labor. $5,500 altogether. And he had a $20,000 Audi. Now, and I'm not talking about just any Audi. I'm talking about a badass Audi. Now, let me move you guys over just a hair. I gotta get up over here. Now, you just have to think. See my tarp floor, guys? Y'all just have to think about the owners of that Audi. They probably spent, what, $45,000 on that brand new car? Maybe even 50. And, well, this has been into before. That's interesting. And, so they spent all that money on it, stuff like that, drove it around, and then the dealership told them that the motor was garbage. Let's go find you another one. And they had to start the whole process over again. So that, you know, just imagine how much money them people lost just because the mechanic shop, dealership, did not want to do a couple hours worth of work. They'd rather go out and sell you a brand new car. I mean, yeah, if you got the money, why not? But a lot of people don't have the money. It's like this Buick Enclave. Yes, guys, I can pull the engine out from the top. Yes. That is going to be a lot easier. Chevrolet must have known that this problem was going to occur. Oh yeah, guys. Not a problem. Ow! This right here is all plastic. And right up here is, look like two 13mm bolts. Both sides over there too. Unbolt that, and this whole assembly gets out my way. That's awesome. As long as I have enough room to out of the transmission, that's just great. I'm gonna be doing about the same amount of work as doing the pulling out the undercarriage. I'm gonna be doing the same amount of work as pulling out the undercarriage, but I gotta take the doing it this way. I gotta pull. I think I gotta pull this out anyways. But God, this right here is nice. But yeah, I gotta do about the same work and everything else, but at least I can do it up here. I didn't go mess with the alignment. I don't gotta mess with the struts. As long as I have room to pull it this way, it'll come out this way. And I'm pretty sure I do. That's awesome, guys. That makes me excited right there. Alright. Like I say, I wasn't scared if I had to pull it out from the bottom and stuff like that. Y'all seen in previous videos how I did that that Saturn View. This one here I would have done a lot different than that Saturn View. Saturn View was try and error. Plus, the motor in that Saturn View, it's a V6 also. And I guarantee you that motor must weigh 500 pounds in that damn Saturn View. This motor here only weighs 340 pounds. So, that's cool. Well, guys, it looks like I need to do some cleaning. Yeah, the only thing that sucks about all this is I can't, this camcorder and stuff like that, I don't know why, but you can't pause the videos and then come back. So I would have to re-edit them together. Now, I don't know if I can do that on this camera or not, but like I said, my laptop, it's a Samsung Chromebook, and evidently it's too old for anything. So, yay. But like I say, guys, pretty soon I am going to be getting another one. Yeah, that's the brain box for the car is right there. That's just crazy. That's nuts. That is nuts. And then the fuse box right here. And I see the battery connection, so that means the battery must be down in there. I know some of Chevrolet's cars and stuff, you had to pull out the passenger side tire to change out the battery. So, alright guys, I am going to spin this one around. I'm going to try to see if I can't splice this video together on the camcorder. Because I really didn't want this one here to be like 3, 4, 5 videos like the Saturn, which it won't be. This one here will be completely different. I have all the parts for this one, so I'm not constantly waiting for parts. What scares me about this motor is if I looked on Jasper's receipt, and the fuel rails, I guess the new motor comes with new fuel rails. And I guess these fuel rails is a real common problem with these cars. And if I damage these fuel rails, $150 a piece that they knock off the deposit. That's crazy, guys. $150 a piece. That's $300 if both these fuel rails get damaged as I'm moving them. So I'm going to be real careful and take that fuel rail the hell out of there, put it somewhere safe, and then once I get the motor and everything out, then I'll gently put that thing back on and then move it, put it in the crate and everything else. But yeah, that is crazy. $300 for both, deposit for both of them fuel rails. But y'all want to check out the new engine? Let me, that right there, that's cool. That's awesome. I think the main thing I'm excited about is just, I don't want to mess with the, I don't really want to mess with the, alignment. So, but yeah. Got those two bolts right there. And them two bolts right there. This whole plastic piece comes out, and I take this radiator out. I'm leaving the air conditioner condenser in. That shouldn't be no problem. Once I get all this out the way, that whole engine is going to be completely available. That's cool. So you guys want to check out the new engine? Yeah, I need to go inside my tool shed. And, you know, one thing I don't really like about this camera meter, and it might be because I need to do a setting on it, is how long my videos are. It doesn't show that. Now, if y'all went to my Instagram page, y'all would have seen this already this morning. I had to wake up butt ass early in the morning. Jasper, non-sponsor. And I'm not going to let my YouTube fan not get into the action. I'll give you all a little peek. It is kind of raining out here. But there it is, guys. Right there. Made in the USA. Reman in the USA. But yeah. 0 miles. Alright, guys. Whew. Okay. Having an aluminum tripod is freaking cold in the winter. Alright, guys. Let me go off in here. And as you can see, yeah, wow. This is my workshop. I need to check out that, winch. Last time I used it, actually I've used it a couple times already, but for some reason, I don't know why yet, full charge battery or not, you can sit there and be reeling in a car, and it stops at the most peculiar time. I mean, it just, like when the car's just about up on the trailer, you know, and it's right there on the ramps, and you're just about ready to get up there on that last little, it just quits for some reason. And I don't know, that's just weird. It has done it every time I use it. I'm going to put y'all back on the tripod, guys. Like I say, we're moving up slowly. You know, got the camera now. Yep. Laptop coming soon. So check y'all guys out, huh? I do like how the screen flips around. That red one and stuff like that. Well, I think it's a crap piece of crap. But this is my workshop. I'm going to shut this door. I got the heater there. I need to put that in my other shed because that damn thing will make you deaf. But yeah, guys, that's going to be pretty cool. I don't know if I'm going to start that car tonight. Maybe. But if I do and stuff like that, at least we don't got to worry about the footage being cut off. But I need to do some major cleaning in here. I need to put a couple car batteries on the charge. Because I am plugging in that memory saver to that car. Like I say, I've had them damn things lock me out as soon as I undo the battery. But yeah, guys, I guess I'll let you know from here. And I'll catch you on the flip side. And the next time you see me, we're going to have some air tools and some tools out there. And we're going to start ripping apart a motor. That's awesome. And like I say, guys, y'all going to be in this every step. So if y'all have to do this at home, y'all know exactly what to do. I really like doing this for a hobby and stuff like that. I really like showing people and everything that mechanic shops anymore, they're just in it for the dollar. You would be surprised. I would not work for any mechanic shop around here. There is no way in hell. There's one mechanic shop and everything. When you go in to get your alignment done, they take a razor blade and cut your ball joints. But your ball joint has a rubber cover that goes over it to keep dust and stuff out of the bushing. And yeah, about 3 cars that I've had go there and stuff and get alignments done after I get done doing front end work, they come back and stuff like that and tell me that they won't do, they did the alignment and everything, but they tell me I need ball joints. And one guy actually helped me do the ball joints in his car. He wanted to learn how to do it. I showed him how to do it. I don't care. And so I showed him and everything and made sure all the boots and everything were all nice and good and everything. So he takes it to this place and everything to have the car aligned. And because it needed it anyways. And yeah, they said they aligned it and stuff like that and told him he needed upper ball joints. Well, he brought the thing back to me and he's kind of laughing and giggling because we just did those. So I pulled his tire off and stuff like that and just see what they were talking about, and you can actually see a fresh cut mark from a knife all the way around the boot. Yeah, just things like that. Had one people and stuff like that and everything paid. I don't know what mechanic shop this was. Have no idea. But they paid this mechanic shop a ass load of money to fix all the water leaks on their truck. Well, they needed some front end work done to it too. They wanted too much to do the front end work. They couldn't afford it. They called me. Hey, I helped them out. No problem. So as I'm doing the front end work on this truck, after I got done with it the next morning and stuff, I went out to pull it out the garage, and I noticed a giant puddle of antifreeze on the ground. And I was like, okay. And I called them up and stuff like that, and I told them about it and stuff, and they, yeah, they were quite peeved off. And what it was is they replaced the thermostat housing gasket, but they gumped it with blue silicone. Silicone and water, guys, don't mix. I don't know why people use silicone for anything that has to do with water on a vehicle. Most thermostat gaskets now has got a little piece of sticky on the back. You pull that sticky off, you stick it on the housing, you stick it on the car. That's it. You don't need no silicone. Silicone is only good for special occasions, guys. I was always taught that if the gasket did not come with silicone, then you don't use silicone. Now, mind you, I know there is some spots that, yes, you do need a little dab of silicone every now and again. But water pumps, thermostat housings, especially, they don't need it. The plastic intakes, I've seen people, it's got the little rubber gaskets, inside each port of the upper injections. I've known people just glob silicone on those. No, that is a headache waiting to happen. Always, when you do those, just a little grease around them plastic O-rings. Them rubber O-rings, like if you're doing any job and stuff like that, most definitely that. If you're doing a cork gasket on an oil pan, don't use silicone. I know. Y'all like, what? No. Best thing I'd like to use is I like to use either spray glue headliner or, if I don't have none of that, super glue. You just really need something to hold the gasket on there while you put the oil pan up. The oil pan gasket does not need any help sealing itself. And especially cork gaskets. That's why a lot of cork gaskets don't last as long, guys, is because the silicone breaks down over time, and then that's when it starts leaking. Usually it's not even the cork gasket that's is leaking, not unless it's, older than hell. But usually that's not the problem. Usually I see it being the problem that the silicone has dissipated from the heat from the engine over time, and that's where it starts leaking. If you don't go underneath your truck and tighten up your oil pan or your transmission pan on your car with a cork gasket, over time it will start leaking because of that effect. So no, I do not like to use any silicone on that. Super glue, just put some super glue on it, stuff like that. Put the gaskets on there, wait a couple seconds, and stick it right up there. Once you tighten it down and everything, that super glue is going to sink into the gasket, and it's going to be a nice tight fit all the way around. There's not going to be nothing in between it like silicone that could eventually, rot away, wear itself, off and stuff like that, and then you have a gap in between your oil pan gasket and your oil pan, or your motor and the gasket, and then, like I said, if you don't climb up underneath there once every 6 months and tighten it down, stuff like that, get rid of all the gaps and stuff like that from where the silicone has went away and stuff like that, it's going to start leaking. Even with valve cover gaskets, same way. I have learned over the years that there's just very little things you use silicone for. Just very little things. But, guys, if it doesn't come with silicone, don't use silicone. And in some cases and stuff like that, even if it does come with silicone, don't use silicone. It's just, I've been doing this long enough, guys, that I've learned and stuff like that there's just certain things you don't do. Like putting silicone on anything that has anything to do with water ports on an engine. That drives me nuts. Why does it leak? I don't know. You got 2.5 tubes of silicone on it. Alright, guys. That's me ranting. Sorry about that. I probably am going to have a segment where I do kind of rant a little bit every once in a while in my videos, because things people do pisses me off. Many different reasons why I don't work at a mechanic shop anymore. Nowadays and stuff, things have just got too complicated, and they'd rather hire some kid that's just fresh out of school and don't know his ass from a hole in the ground than pay somebody that does. And it's just, I wouldn't, like I said, another thing, I wouldn't work for any mechanic shop around here. None. Not here, not the town that's 45 minutes away from me, none. They are just terrible. I would like to come up in the world and stuff like that one day and maybe get my own place, but right now, that is completely out of my future. Yeah. But that's okay. I love doing what I'm doing. I love helping people. Like I say, this Buick Enclave, to me, people got screwed. They can't prove it though. That's the only thing that's messed up and everything. Another thing I want to rant to you guys is, I think I said this in a previous video, but I'm going to say it again because I can't really remember. I watched a few of my videos and everything, but I haven't watched them all. But another thing I want to tell y'all guys about is your engine oil. That is a big problem. Like this Buick Enclave. I did do some research, and these vehicles do take special oil. A lot of engines nowadays is coming in with this stupid ass shit called variable time, and they got cam phasers in them. Ford 5.4s, the newer ones, have this shit too. And there's a chemical in this oil that lubricates and makes that cam phaser feels all good and fuzzy. Now, if that cam phaser and stuff does not detect that it's got the right oil in that engine, how the fuck it does that? Who knows? Modern technology. It could screw up the motor. I have been noticing more and more of this as the years have been going by. So if you have a new vehicle, I'm talking about anything newer than 2006, don't go out there, look on the cab, say, oh, 5W30, and go out there and buy your cheapest 5W30 and pour it in. Not even that Amazon shit. Okay, I know there's a few YouTubers out there and stuff like that have been talking about that Amazon oil. And hey, the Amazon oil could be good for older vehicles, 2006 and older. But you really want to check and find out if your vehicle takes special oil. Because Chevrolets, Toyotas, Hondas, all of them take their own specific oil. There's different chemicals in the oil that makes these cars love each other. Just like this Buick Enclave. If you don't got the money for the right oil, try to get as close as you can. Well, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Just want to rant to y'all a little bit. Give me a thumbs up if y'all can. Like the comments below. I'm actually slowly getting up in subscribers, so thank you at my new subscribers. I really appreciate it. And yeah, let's get this channel moving, huh? Catch y'all on the flip side. Next time y'all seeing me, we'll be pulling an engine.